All right, so today you are going to get like a 3-for-1. That's right, that's a 3 right there for 1, because we're gonna be talking not only about the Apex trigger, but the Apex extended mag release and the Apex extended slide stop and slide release. Now, why are we talking about these things all together? Because they complete the P10F. It's almost like a Jerry Maguire moment. Those parts complete the P10F. The P10F completes me out on the range, and I guess
you complete me.
You complete me, and now we've had that moment and we can move on. But we're gonna talk about all this stuff together because they really do make the package of the P10CF, or I think they have them for the S, maybe not, check me on that. I don't think they have all of it for the S, but either way, so the P10C and the P10F, they're gonna have all of this stuff so you too can have a complete package if you are into the CZ P10s. Now, I apologize up front. If you see like some weird jump cuts or something, it's because I still have this like freaky weird cough like 3-4 weeks after the whole Kung flu. So if you see some weird stuff, that is going to be why. And so we're gonna, sorry. All right, back at it. Now, when it comes to changing things on your pistol, these are kind of 3 things that a lot of people change from brand to brand as long as the parts are available. Obviously the trigger, why? Because it makes you bang a little better, a little faster, and it's obviously gonna feel better than probably most standard factory triggers out there. And then of course, there's extended control, so you can work that slide and work that magazine release just a little bit faster, so you too can put some epic music to your pocket reloads out there on the range. B-roll epic music. Now, when it comes to all of these parts, from the trigger to the slide stop, slide release, and the magazine release, there are some definite things you need to know when it comes to compatibility, because there are a couple of different generations of the CZ P10 series that have multiple different trigger bars, multiple different style of mag release now. So we got a couple things going on, all of which we are going to talk about so you really understand, have a good idea of which part you need to get. And Apex's website and everywhere else is very specific on all of those as well. All right, we're gonna go hands-on with the P10F, and I got my P10C here so we can do some comparison on the controls and everything, give you guys a good idea on all these parts from Apex. So if you guys like what's going on here, go ahead and get subbed up, get belled up, turn those bell notifications down there to all on so you get the notifications when the videos come out. And if you like anything, I'll leave the build and the parts list down below. You can check that out. So we're gonna go ahead and just dump the mag out of this one right now. And we'll start off with the controls. So one of the complaints with the CZ was the controls were a little stiff and a little bit kind of, you know, they were a little bit small. Some people didn't like it. So you can see there's a nice extension right there on that slide stop, slide release, and we'll compare it to the C in just a second. And the same thing right here with the mag release. Now, there are a couple of different versions of this. One's far larger. I would prefer this one because it gives me enough, but it doesn't give me so much that I'm gonna be accidentally activating it with the meat of my hand and my grip, which is something we're gonna talk about more in just a second. So as compared to the P10C, you'll see very, very slim to that slide right there on the slide stop, slide release, and kind of the same, not too bad with the factory mag release. And you'll just see these two kind of together like that, and you can see the differences. If I get a little bit of an angle and some good light there, you can kind of see the differences between the mag releases on them and the actual slide stop, slide release. It is a very, very noticeable difference. So it's gonna make some good changes as long as it works for your hand and your grip type. And they do have different versions depending on the model you have. So remember, the early P10s had a dual mag release there, an ambient mag release. There were some differences in the slide stop, slide release. So those are things you gotta make sure you check into the right model number. So let's go ahead and get into what everybody's probably really here for, which is going to be that trigger right there. So let's get a good look at this thing. We go fully flush on the trigger shoe safety, very minimal take up, very hard wall, just an immediate break. So the CZ trigger is solid out of the box. Apex just takes it to that next level. I know you're looking at that Enforce. We got a video on that new Wild Light coming real soon. Pretty cool, finally went to an all aluminum body. Neat little light. So what I want to do before we go any further on this and do the pull test, I want to run in the footage because there are two different versions of this trigger and the parts you get with it. So you get the trigger shoe, you get the back plate, you're going to get a disconnector, or you can use the factory disconnector. And this is going to make a big difference on how this is going to feel overall. So this version right here has the factory disconnector in it. And the reason is I like a hard defined wall and a brake like that. The other version is going to be a lot lighter. Okay, so this one comes right in around 5.3, I think they say. The other one comes in with the same parts except the Apex disconnector, and then you have to use the Apex backplate that comes with the kit as well. They say that one comes in at like 3.8 pounds, I think it is, but it is a much more of a rolling style brake, which I'm just not a fan of. So I'm going to roll that footage in, and you're going to see me right here. You're going to see me breaking the trigger. You'll see a roll on it. It's a pretty decent roll. It's a little bit longer than I would like, but that's what some people like, and there's a lot of competition people like that. Go ahead and do some pull tests on it. You can see this thing is pulling super light, lighter than what Apex said. I pull a little bit low because that's where I try to get my finger, and that's just how it is. But you can see it's just definitely a different style trigger. All right, so now that you kind of saw that, because I have to install and uninstall that, I wanted to cut that in so you guys have a really good idea of how this is going to be. Now you compare that to this right here, where we go straight hard wall and just a brake. You know, that's my thing right there. It's that hard wall and a brake. So let's go ahead and we're going to do some pull tests on this. We'll do 3 pulls. I'm going to try and keep this in the same spot and do the same thing each and every time, because everybody likes to say that you're doing it wrong, or you should do it this way, or you should try it this way. So try and get this pulled the same way. So Apex says it's going to pull just a hair over 5. This is where I've been getting since I installed it. Between testing a bunch of different stuff on this recently, I probably have just over 100 rounds on the trigger, but you can see just under 4.5 pounds. And we'll do this 3 times, and I'm going to pull from the same place every time as much as I can, being that I'm human. Okay, so very close. I might have got a smidge lower on the shoe, so I'm going to pull a little higher on that shoe this time so you guys can get a really good idea. So let's pull up here. Let's kind of go more center line, because I know that's where Apex actually tests it. It's kind of a pain to get on there. So right about there. Okay. And still you can see, even pulling that high, just a smidge, about 2 ounces under 5 pounds. Not bad at all. Definitely a solid trigger. You know, I like the Apex stuff. What I really like is they've gone to all kind of that wider trigger shoe safety right there. Much nicer of a feel than the old stuff that Apex had, some of that real thin bladed safety. So we need to talk about cost. We need to talk a little bit more about compatibility and some of the things that you need to look for when you are talking about changing parts on your CZ P10C or any other pistol for that matter. All right, so the first piece and the details we're going to talk about that you need to pay attention to obviously is going to be that trigger right there. So between the two kits, you saw how they reacted up close. One is a much more of a rolling brake, but it's quite a bit lighter. Competition guys a lot of times like that. I prefer the one that's a crisp wall brake. It's a little bit heavier, but I love the way that it actually brakes. And that's kind of the thing that I like. You may be a little bit different. Now let's talk about the internals there. And I'm gonna throw a picture up here or up here, wherever my big head lets it allow up there. But the difference in the actual trigger bar assembly is going to make a little bit of a difference in how it feels. So my trigger bar in here was an 18. I think 19 and above is the one they say it works best with. But if they're already at like 19 and above, there's obviously more than 19 variations of the internal trigger bar in there. So that is something you need to pay attention to. It may be worth looking to see what version you have before you spend the coin on this trigger. Now, as far as the extended controls, both the mag release and the slide release right there, A lot of us love putting those on there. Sometimes it doesn't work with certain people's hands and certain people's grips, but you definitely got to get used to them, especially if you go to the larger one. They have a couple of different sizes of these. They have kind of like the, I guess, like carry tactical version, and then more of like a competition, big old extended version. So you need to understand the differences in size between them, because it is a pretty big difference overall in how that's going to help you or possibly hinder you running it. I like just a little bit of an extension there, not massive or overextended, because when I've gotten ones like that, it just didn't work out for me. So I like to kind of just a little bit, not too much, kind of that just right porridge, I guess you could say. And the benefit of those extended controls is going to help you run things like a boss out there, especially when doing pocket reloads out on the range. And if you're one of those people that has been like a CZ fan from the get-go, you'll know kind of one of the complaints on the P10 series was the controls were a little bit stiff, or like the slide stop slide release was a little bit small. It was a little bit difficult to actuate with your thumb if that's how you do it, instead of coming, like, you know, over the top like some people train. That's all really user preference, but there was a little bit of the thing that maybe the controls were a little bit small and they were a little bit stiff. And I guess that just kind of goes into part of life. I mean, some things are just a little bit bigger, and some things are just a little bit stiffer than others, and that's kind of one of those things we all gotta live with. So let's quickly talk about the price. The MSRP on the trigger, I think is like right at like 105, like 100 to 105. And then the slide stop slide release is MSRP of 79, then I think 49 or 50 bucks for the mag release, which isn't bad. And generally when you get into like CZ, H&K, some other things besides Glock, parts get a little bit more expensive because they're usually made out of metal and there's less people making them. So overall, not bad, especially right at the 100 bucks for the trigger kit, which is outstanding. Even though Apex did a little bit better on it, CZ's got a great trigger out of the box, but this is definitely a performance factor improvement should you be interested in it. So make sure you guys get subbed up, get belled up, turn those notifications down to all on. I hope my voice wasn't too raspy through the video. I appreciate all you guys being here. Huge thank you to the Patreon crew, and I'm going to leave you with some sweet, sweet classical music showing Apex's high-speed camera testing and basically destroying a P10 series pistol while they are testing the trigger. So you guys get out there in the range, have some fun, check that slow-mo footage out. It's actually pretty cool. Remember, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I will see you guys on the next one.